afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the session. Students who have joined so far: Akshaya, Rahul from Kormangla, Kumar Ankit Pitampura, Anjali, Jyoti, Mohit, Ridhihar, Gulshan, Pankaj, Shiv, Yash, Yash from Southex. Shiv from Southex, just check your infra once. Vikas from Gurgaon DLF, Ashit, Danesh, Dharmendra, Mohul, Tuhin, Chemistry, Yogita, Andheri West, Bhavesh, Brandon, Hussein, Salim, Mansi, Mohan, Purvi, Raj, Rij, Shivam, Shlok, Shubham, Vignesh, Vishnu from Borivali, Sarvesh, Aslesha, Ayush. Sarvesh from Vasai, Aslesha, Ayush, Survi from Vashi, Ankit from Pune, Kharadi, Anandita, Devajyoti, and Somdita from Silchar. Okay. Let me first give you the schedule. Okay, your next cycle test is scheduled for today, right? Your next cycle test is scheduled for today. Yes or no? According to my system, it is scheduled for today. Just check your nitstudent.com and tell me what is reflecting in your nitstudent.com. I'm double checking it. Yes, and this will be your second cycle test. What were the questions of first cycle test? I mean, how much did they cover in the first cycle test? How many chapters did they give in first cycle test? All of you have given the first cycle test, so sorry, you'll be able to answer me. Why no answer? Am I audible to everybody? Am I audible to everybody? I'm just asking, till what portion did you get questions from in your first cycle test? Till which chapter did you get the questions from in your first cycle test? So in your second cycle test, you're going to have 4, 5, 6. Today you are having PMR. Let me check. No. No, today there is no PMR. Your next PMR is on 17th. Your next PMR is on 17th. Today is your cycle test. Let me connect to Jyoti. Jyoti, what is your batch code? Batch code
S160842.
842. Okay, you are not able to see any cycle test?
No, ma'am. Today is our cycle test.
Okay, cycle test 2. Okay. Okay, Rij, your batch code is 332. Which batch is 332? Rij, which batch is it? Is it TERM1? Is it something else? There is only one other batch which is going on parallel with this batch. That is 963. Anybody from 963 TERM1? Okay, Rij, wait, let me check. Anybody from batch 963 S160963? DPIJ batch? Okay, Akshaya, you're from DPIJ. Okay. Anybody? Anybody else from 963? Pune Kharadi, Ankit. Okay. Kormangla, there is another student with you, Rahul. I think Rahul, you are also from DPIJ? Nine six three. Yes or no, Rahul? Rahul, you are from 842. Okay. So you are from? No, Rij. Okay, Rahul got it. No, Rij, you are from 332, which is a D-Sal batch. D-Cell batch. So D-Cell batch is not going to have this, D-Cell is for that data structure. I mean, I don't know, Rij, what is happening. I mean, how you are in this batch, I have no idea. Okay. Anyway. So you have to connect up with your local faculty, Rij. So last day we completed till constructor overloading. Yes or no? Okay, inheritance we have seen. Okay, that's great. Give me just 2 minutes, I will connect with the machine. Just tell me, was this the last example that we did for overriding? Can you see the... Just tell me, was this the last example that we saw in the last class? Only 8-9 students responds to the question in raise hands. Okay. Now, as I was telling you, we have to give the keyword here as override. Okay. I did not tell you what this override keyword would do. This override keyword would ensure that the following method is present in the parent class and is getting overridden in this child class. Okay, so if you remember, if I remove this override keyword and if I change this calc to cal, and if I call it as cal from the main method, okay, or whatever, even if I call it from this, if I do like this, okay, and then if I run the program, it is giving me the output without any error. But what is the problem with the output? What is the problem with this output? 3131. Excuse me. What is the problem? I have removed the override keyword and I have changed the child class method as cal instead of calc. Same answer is getting displayed. Very correct, Surbhi, Vashi. So one output should be different. Correct, Rij. Rest. Yes, so the output of the child class is not showing. Correct, Bhavesh. So that means, yes, Mohit, correct. So what is the problem here? What is the problem here? You can see the child class, you can see the method, and then you can see the calling. Tell me, what is the problem? What is the problem here? Yes, Akshaya, Kormangla, correct. What about the rest? Okay, Rahul, Kormangla, correct. Yes, Surbhi, Vashi, correct. So in this main method, when we are calling calc, once we are calling with the parent object, another we are calling with the child object. Now since child object is a child to the parent class, child object can also access the parent class method. So when it is writing c.calc here in this case, C is the child object here which is calling parent class Kelsey. Yes, Mohit. Yes, Danish, correct? Yes, Ashit, correct. So what is happening here is normal parent class object P is calling Kelsey. Child class object C is also calling the Kelsey of parent class. I mean, C will obviously have the access to the parent class method because it has inheritance. But I am thinking, as a developer, I am calling the child class. I am not able to figure out that what is my mistake. That is because I have not given the override feature, and once I have removed that override feature, this cal method is becoming a normal new method only for child class. Is this another method? It's a normal method. It's not overridden method. It's not a method which is getting reused from parent or anything. It's just its own method. If you remember last class explanation where I was explaining inheritance, I told you that while inheriting, if I inherit something from the parent class, that does not mean I cannot have anything on my own. Okay? So though child class is inheriting from parent class, child class can have its own method. So this cal method is just another method for child class. Now see the difference. If I give the override keyword. Now tell me what is it showing. Go to the error and see what is it showing in the tool, in the tip. In the hint, what is it showing? What is it showing in the error? No, the response is in the raise hand. It is clearly written. What is it showing? No, it is not written cannot override. It is not written cannot override. Yes, Rahul. Yes, Mohit and Ankit. That it does not override. That means you have given the override annotation above cal, which means you are asking Java to check whether this cal method is getting properly overridden or not. But what is override syntax doing? This keyword is checking for cal method in the parent class. Because if you are overriding, it has to check whether it's there in the parent class or not. Only then you call it overridden. If it's not there in the parent class, there's nothing called overriding it. So if it is there in the parent class, then it can be called as overridden method. But now that it's checking, it cannot find any cal method, so it will not allow you to execute the program. So you will be able to easily identify that where is your error, because of which you are not getting a correct answer. Is that clear now? Why override syntax is useful? Only 5 responses out of 55 students. Mohit, Raj, Akshaya, Jyoti, Vishnu, Vikas, Tuhin, Bhavesh, Ankit, Hina. Raj, Mohul, Aslesha, Yogita, Kanchan, Vignesh. Okay. Okay. So now let's move to another topic which is related to inheritance. That is called abstraction. Okay. But let me tell you, all of you are going through the book, I guess. All of you are going through the book line by line, because there are certain small points, small keywords which you will come across within the book. Those will be also there. There's a lot of self-learning part in your curriculum. So I hope everybody is going through the book line by line. Yes? Akshaya says yes. Shivam, Vishnu, Rahul says yes. What about the rest? You're going through the book line by line. Okay. Very few responses in the raise hand. Very few. Anyway. So, in between you will see that there are certain topics like var args or enum, okay, or object casting, okay. All these small topics are there in between the chapters. So please go through those topics, and wherever you have a doubt, I will start taking cloud consultation for this batch from this Friday, okay. Did you have any cloud consultation with me earlier? Did you have any cloud consultation with me earlier? Okay. See, in cloud, okay, I will tell you, in cloud consultation, what I'll do, I will create one Adobe Connect link, okay, and I will share that link URL in your group. You will click on that link on the given date and time. I will tell you that date and time also. On that date, at that time, you will click on that link, click on enter as guest, and give your name and click on OK. Okay? So, the moment you click on OK, you will be entering a group chat room. Okay? Are you listening? You will be entering a group chat room, and you will be able to see that in the chat window, all other students of this batch who has joined, all their names, and you will be able to type in the chat in a common window. I will also join as a presenter, and then I will be able to change the view, I will be able to share screen, I will be able to show you everything there. Just like this, I will be speaking, you will be listening to my lectures, we can interact through chat, or I can also unmute and you can talk to me. Is that okay? So that will be the way we communicate in that Adobe Connect. It is called Cloud Consultation Adobe Connect. So during that time, okay, let's say 1 hour or 2 hours I will give you every week. So during that time, whatever these additional topics a chapter has, you will go through those additional topics from your chapter after I complete a topic, and you are going to go for that doubt clarification on that day. On cloud consultation day, you are going to say that, ma'am, we have we have gone through object casting, but we could not understand this part. We have gone through whereas, we could not go through this part. Now, don't expect that you will not learn anything, you will not go through anything, and you will come and say, ma'am, we did not understand anything. That is not possible. Because once you understand a particular topic, you are bound to understand the additional topics. That's why the main topics are taught in the class, so that the rest of the part can be, you can understand on your self-study. If you have understood this concept, you will be able to understand the other additional topics of this same chapter. Okay? So don't think that even if you don't go through, you can directly come to the cloud consultation and understand. You have to go through the topic, the codes and everything are given in your book, and after that you tell me your doubt clarification, you tell me your doubt, and I will write the code again, I will execute it again and show it to you and then explain you. Is that okay? Yes, Rohan, I'm taking you on air. Rohan, tell me.
Yes, ma'am. I want to ask something, ma'am.
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, my doubt is it's not a doubt. I want to ask something that I'm running a program on NetBeans. Then sometimes it some errors to me. Many of the time I couldn't clarify that error, and it makes me confused to move on with that program. So, ma'am, I was asking that if you teach us the furthermore program, will you please taught us that program in command working it on Notepad?
It's the same way. There is no special syntax. Both the syntax will be same.
No, ma'am. In command mode, we can easily clarify that errors.
No. Error debugging is easier in NetBeans. If you see any error in NetBeans, see how easily you can understand what is the error. Not only that, when you run,
it shows the thread line which has that type of word
I'm running the file.
Understand properly.
See, I'm running the file. Let's say I have one error, okay? And I'm running the file along with it. Okay? So it will not allow you to run. Within the program, wherever you have made the error, it will show you the red line. Okay? Are you getting it, Rohan?
Yes, ma'am. I was making a program of scanner.
So let's say
it was a program you had taught us. Ma'am, in your program, I was following the same sequence as you taught us that program. But ma'am, in the line of scanner, there were errors when I was doing it.
So did you go to that error and see what the error was?
Yes, many times, sir.
What was the error? What was the error?
It was something passing type of error. Passing was written.
When you see an error in the practical, don't you call your local faculty to explain what is this error?
No, ma'am.
How will you? I mean, practically you cannot do it on your own, Rohan. You need a guided practical for your core Java. I mean, once you're proficient in Java, then you can do it yourself. But right now, you will not be able to do it unless and until you learn it.
We had complained about in a standard about the offline classes of Java. But they tell us there is no offline class of Java. You have only learn from online classes.
No, classes you do with me, but practical it will be offline. That support do you get? Practical MR session support do you get?
Practical classes are also held on a weekly basis.
Not held on a weekly basis.
We are not attend any of the practical classes now.
Who is your GL? This is what, Kannauj place, right? Who is your GL?
Yes, ma'am. GL, ma'am.
Who is your local faculty?
Ma'am, Sumila. Maninder, ma'am.
I know, I understood. Maninder is your local faculty and Sumi is your GL. Okay, not a problem, I'll write to them. But let me tell you, Rohan, the way I shown you how to execute a program from command prompt, that is the same way which you are going to execute every other program. So you can do it, but it will not help you in future because in term 3, when you do the actual web application development or in interview or when you go for the job, nowhere you will be writing the code in command prompt. You will be using proper IDE to develop web application with Java. So then you will be absolutely in C. Okay, if you do not start learning it now, you will be absolutely in C. So solution is you need a guided practical where faculty will tell you at every step that what is the error you are making and how to solve it. Once the faculty shows that to you, from the next time you will be able to solve it yourself. Okay?
Excuse me, ma'am. I want to ask something, ma'am. I have attended one of the class of Java few weeks ago, and they were taught Java on command prompt only.
Command prompt.
They are teaching us on command prompt. Yes, ma'am. CMD. By making the program on Notepad and working it on CMD.
No, definitely you can do it, but will it help? Tell me. What will be the benefit out of it? What will be the benefit?
We learn it from the center only. The Java program on command prompt. So I asked that question to you. Will you help us for that?
I have already shown you, and you can do it in the same way. I mean, the syntaxes will not be different. Syntaxes will not be different whether you do it in Notepad or whether you do it in NetBeans. There will be no difference in the syntax. So you remember the steps I have shown you of executing Java from command prompt?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
How to do it?
From the starting, how to open that NetBeans?
NetBeans? No. From command prompt, how do you do it?
Okay, ma'am. We first make the program on Notepad.
Save it with .java file in a location.
Yes, ma'am.
In the command prompt, you navigate to that location with CD.
Location. We get the path of desktop.
So whatever path you give, then you write Java C space class name dot Java, and then it compiles, and then you write Java space program name. First line you write Java C space program name dot Java, and next line you write program name Java space program name. That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you know the steps, why don't you try it in command prompt? I have already shown you the steps.
No, ma'am. I was asking that when we are running the NetBeans program, I was working in my NetBeans only, ma'am. Ma'am, it was
copy the code from NetBeans, paste it in Notepad, save it with the same name as the package name, and run it. It will be same. There will be no difference, no syntactical difference, not even a single semicolon, nothing.
Ma'am, then the command will be habitual for me. I could not learn the program running on NetBeans.
No, you do it both. See, in the class I am teaching you NetBeans, and I have also shown you the steps of command prompt. So you take all these codes and try it once with Notepad. That's it. You don't have to type. Just simply copy paste from NetBeans, paste it in Notepad, save it with .java, and run it from CMD. It will take 2 minutes. Okay, and in any program, if you find a problem in running from command prompt, you write me a mail or you tell me, I'll solve it.
There will be so many mails you got daily, ma'am. Lots of mails come to me when I'm making a program.
But at least you will give me some mail, and once I start
giving my mail.
Suppose you are making a mistake in calling object, okay, and you give me that error. Okay, one day I will tell you that how to solve this error. From next day you will be able to solve it yourself. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So don't worry about that.
It will be better, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you.
Same goes for the rest of you also. You can also do the same. Okay. So as we were saying that we will be moving on to the next topic, that is abstraction, and which is similar to your inheritance, because you will also have inheritance in there. The only concept is that we are going to create interfaces here. Okay, I'm directly moving to abstraction because, as I told you, whatever in between small topics you will go through in the book, we will have a doubt clarification over the cloud consultation. So you will connect with me and we will have that. I'll tell more about it later at the end of the session. So let's first start off with interface. Okay, whiteboard. Please take this much. Interface is a coding structure similar to class. Interface is used to define abstract or bodiless methods and constants in it. These interfaces have to be implemented, which is a kind of inheritance, by other classes, and there in the child class the method bodies can be defined. Usually interfaces are made abstract so that it cannot be directly instantiated, which means you cannot directly call any interface with any object. You cannot make any object of interface and call that interface. You can make the object of interface and assign the object certain values by the instance of the child class which is implementing. But interface you cannot directly instantiate. Can everybody see the whiteboard? Everybody taken this down? Only 11 students are replying out of 55 students. Okay. So basically what happens? Let's say you are writing public interface demo. Okay. This interface will have two methods. Public void calci and public void display. Okay. Notice that both the methods do not have any body, just the name. Then we will have another class child, which is already extending or inheriting from a parent class. Okay. This class needs to inherit other properties from other classes, but that is not possible because in Java multiple inheritance is not supported. Okay. Multiple inheritance is not supported, but if we put the other functionalities inside the interface, then the child class will be able to extend one parent class and implement other interfaces, as many interfaces as required. Okay. So that means it can inherit through the extend keyword only one class, but when it is implementing in interface, not class, interface, it can do many implementation. It can, let's say there is another interface called demo1, so it can implement demo1, and inside this it can write public void calci, and here it will have a body. Okay. Vishnu, instantiated means to create an object. Instance means object. Okay. Okay, so if somebody asks you, does Java support multiple inheritance, you will say no. But it can implement a similar feature like multiple inheritance with the help of interface, where instead of class, we will be creating interface, and in the interface, we will not be defining any method, we will just be declaring few methods, and later this interface can be implemented by any class. So one class can inherit one parent class, but it can implement multiple interfaces. So that means directly you cannot say it is supporting multiple inheritance because it is inheriting only from one parent, but it is also taking or inheriting other features from other interfaces, not other classes, but other interfaces with the help of this implements keyword. And in this child class, it will be able to override all the methods in the parent class, all the methods in the demo interface, all the methods and variables, whatever is present in demo1, demo and parent. Whatever this class is extending or implementing, it will be able to use, override, manipulate all the features, all the functions of parent, demo and demo1. Okay? So it's a similar functionality like multiple inheritance, but not direct multiple inheritance. Is that okay? So far, is it okay? Please respond in the raise hand. So far, is it okay? Okay. Mohit, I'm taking you on air from Prithvihar. Hi Mohit.
Hello.
Am I audible?
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see Mohit, we all know that in Java we can do inheritance. If I write a class as class, my class, and if I write a method as public void calci, and then if I write a class as class child extends my class, okay, I will be able to use or override the calci method here, right? Let's say along with this I need to use a display method, okay, which is there in another class. Public void display, okay?
Okay.
So if I have to use this display method here, I have to inherit the demo also, right?
Yes. Right.
So technically I should write like this, class child extend my class comma demo, okay?
Yes.
But Java does not support this. I need a red pen. Java does not support this. Multiple inheritance is not supported.
Okay.
So instead of class, if I put this into interface, then I will be able to implement the interface and use the method display in the child class.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Clear. Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Nandurani, I'm taking you on air. Is it clear now, Nandurani?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Anybody else? I guess no. Okay. So now, let's move to the coding. Okay, one more thing I forgot to say. Whiteboard, please. Yes. Now, sometimes you can declare interface like this, normal public interface demo. Okay. You will not be able to directly instantiate it, but you will be able to create the object of this and assign a value of the child class into this. Okay. That is possible. You will learn that later. But ideally what we do, when we create any interface, we use the keyword abstract. And abstract interface will have the methods also as abstract. It will not have a body, it will just have the name and the keyword abstract. Okay? Abstract keyword makes any class or interface as inheritable or implementable. Okay, and this keyword makes a method bodiless and overridable. Is that clear? So whenever I give this keyword to any class or interface, that means this class and interface will be abstracted, will be inheritable or implementable. And when I give this keyword to any method, it will mean that the method will be bodiless. You cannot declare a body to that method if it is abstract, and it will definitely be overridable. Okay? Also, abstract keyword makes any class or interface non-instantiable. So if you give this keyword to any interface or class, that class or that interface cannot have an object. Okay? So if an interface cannot have an object, that means the only way to use that interface will be by implementing it in another child class and having the object of that child class, isn't it? If you are giving the keyword abstract and if it is making it non-instantiable, that means it is making it impossible to create an object of this interface or class. Whichever thing you have made abstract, that will not have any object of its own. It will not have any object of its own. Okay? So the only way of using those abstract classes or abstract interfaces will be to inherit them into a child class or implement it into a child class and then make the object of that child class and use the functionality. Right? Please respond in the raise hand if you are understanding. Okay. So, can I say then that by associating abstract keyword to any class or interface, we can abstract or hide that class or interface from any calling or user class, calling class or user class directly. So can we say that by associating this abstract keyword to any class or interface, we can abstract or hide that class or interface from any other calling or user class directly. So any other calling class or user class will not be able to access any other calling or user class will not be able to access that abstract class or interface directly. Can we say that? Because it is abstract, it cannot have object, and if it cannot have object, it cannot be called. The functions inside it cannot be called. Okay, if you have a class with a method as calci, then in order to call calci method, I have to create the object of the class, right? But if you have an abstract class or abstract interface, it cannot have any object, so the functions of that class or interface will not be called or accessed by anybody else directly. So the only way of using such, the only way of using such class or interface is by inheriting or implementing. Okay? Anybody has any questions so far? Anybody has any questions so far? Yes, I will give you example, but first I want to clarify the theory part. Then you can relate to the code. Aslesha. From this the keyword we use for inheritance is extends. The keyword inheriting a class we use extend, and when we are inheriting an interface we call it implements. When we inherit a class we call it extends, or we call it inheritance and use the keyword extends. But when we are inheriting any interface we call it as implements and use the keyword implements. Is that okay, Shomdipto? Shomdipto, is that okay? Okay. So, as you said, let us move to the code. Okay. I will start with a new project. Please follow the steps carefully. Java application, next. Abstraction. Abstraction underscore demo. Okay, I don't need the main class, I'll create it myself. Okay, so we have a default package. Let's name it as abstraction. Okay, and in this abstraction package, let us create a class. Okay, we will first create one interface. As abstraction interface or abstract interface. Okay. So instead of class, we will simply make it as interface, and we will add the keyword abstract in front of it. Okay. And inside this interface, as I told you, interface cannot have a proper method. It will always have only the method name without a body. So I'll just give the method name, let's say display, without the body. That's it. Okay. And I will make this method also as abstract. Okay. So our interface is now done. Save it, Control S, and you will be finding that the symbol here on the left hand side, this has changed. Can you see that the symbol has changed for the file? It is no more a class, it is an interface. The extension will always be .java. So it is still a Java file, but we are not creating class in this file, we are creating interface. And in the file where you have created interface, don't create anything else. Do not create anything else in that file. Okay? Okay. So after we have created this, since this is abstract, what is mandatory for this? Because this is abstract, I will not be able to directly use it anywhere. I will not be able to call it, nothing at all. So first thing, what should I do after this so that this can be used? Suryamugam, I am taking you on air. Yes, Akshay. Hi, Suryamugam.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, tell me which part.
No, I'm not able to understand that's how we are either changed to the same state or same state.
Okay, I am showing you the steps once again. See, I am taking the packet. I am starting from project, Java application, okay, and I'm naming it as abstraction demo, okay. I'm not right now. Now by default when I click on finish, it will default package. But I have not yet created a default package, so I will right click, create a default package, a Java package, because the Java package, and I will name it as abstraction, inside this package I will create a Java class. Okay, I will create a Java instruction. Because I created Java class, that's why I named I created a Java class abstract demo, and in that I changed the class name. I changed the class name as
Abstraction.
okay, and I added the abstraction. Instead of that, you can create a line and create your Java interface also. In that case, you will have okay. Okay. So, yes, so now I will have that public abstract void display method, my abstract method without a body. Now what is the next thing that I have to do? I must do. Akshaya has given the correct answer from Kormangala. What about the rest? See, the interface is abstract, method inside it is also abstract without a body. So right now it is just the skeletal structure. Rahul, correct? Nobody else is responding. Let me take Hina from Pridhyaran Air. Camera please. Hina? Not audible, dear.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Now, okay, Hina. Open the notes part. I have given certain theory notes. I was giving it for so long.
Yes,
Whether
ma'am.
you have a snap or whatever. So, see, when I was talking about the abstract keyword, I mentioned certain things. That if I make something abstract, it is impossible to directly instantiate it. Okay, I'll not be able to create the object. I'll not be able to use this method because everything is abstract. Okay. So what is the next thing that I should do? What is the only way to use this?
Ma'am, the only way to
use this is
by using inheritance method or by creating a child class.
Yes, very good. Very good, very neatly said. Thank you, Hina.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, after this, we are going to create a child class where we are going to implement it. Okay? So, within the same package abstraction, click on this abstraction package, right click on it and add a class. This time it will be class, not interface. We have already created interface, now you will add a class. Okay? Let me name this as IMPL or IMPL child. We actually do not call it as child, we call it as IMPL class only. IMPL, let's name it IMPL only. Okay. So in this class, see, whenever we inherit, we write extend, but this is interface. So we will write implements. And what is the name of the interface? What is the name of the interface? Raise hands, please. What is the name of the interface? Abstract underscore demo. Abstract underscore demo. Yes, correct. Okay. Now see, look, it is giving an error. What is the error? Rohan from Gniit place. Let me take you on air.
Yes, ma'am.
Rohan, can you see that you are having an error?
No. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So how will you identify? You will take your mouse and hover the cursor over the error. What is it saying?
Yes, ma'am. IMPL implement is not abstract.
Is not abstract.
IMPL is not abstract and does not provide abstract method display. In abstract demo.
Abstract method in display in. Read the entire thing. No. What is IMPL is not.
IMPL is not implement. It's clear.
IMPL is not abstract and does not override. Read, Rohan, read.
Abstract method.
IMPL
is not abstract and does not override abstract method display in abstract demo.
Okay. So what is this display?
Abstract demo.
What is this display bracket open bracket close? What is this? What is this method display?
IMPL.
Where is this method display? After demo. Display method. What is the meaning of this line, Rohan, that you read out? IMPL is not abstract and does not override abstract method display in abstract underscore demo. What is abstract underscore demo?
Abstract method display not overriding in abstract demo.
Abstract demo is what? Abstract underscore demo is what?
Sorry, ma'am. Class, ma'am.
Now answer. What is abstract underscore demo?
Public abstract void display.
What is abstract underscore demo?
Display.
What is abstract underscore demo? Rohan, it is there on your screen. What is this abstract underscore demo?
Interface.
This is interface, right? In this interface, there is one abstract method as display.
Yes, ma'am.
When you go to IMPL, what is the error it is showing? That IMPL is not abstract
It's not abstract.
and it is not overriding the abstract method display in abstract demo. So you are implementing the interface, but you are not overriding the method display. Have you overridden the method inside this IMPL? Have you overridden that display method?
No.
Right now, have I written anything? Have I overridden this display method? No, na?
No.
So that is the reason it is showing the error. It is clearly telling you that what to do. It is telling you that
an abstract.
yes, it is telling you that the display method, which is abstract method inside the abstract demo interface, that should be overridden here in IMPL, but you are not overriding, so it's an error.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Whenever any error occurs, Rohan, please go to the error tip. Java clearly, NetBeans clearly tells you that where is the error and what to do for the error. Okay? You can also press Alt or Enter, which will show you the hint. Alt and Enter, if you press together, it will also show you the hint. So what do I need to do now? I need to override the method. Which method? Public void now is the error there? Rohan, now is the error there? No. So now I can give it a body. Okay, this is child class implementing interface method. This is just a normal printout I'm giving. Okay. Now, so we have created the interface. I'm going to turn off the screen. So we have created one package abstraction. Inside that package, we have created one interface. We have made that interface abstract, and now we are implementing that abstract interface and giving it a full-fledged definition. We are overriding the abstract method and we are giving it a body. Okay? Is that much enough? Or do we have to do something? Is that much enough, or do we have to do something? Is it enough, or do we have to do something now? I mean, what to do next? We have created the interface. We have also implemented it. Now what is left? Raise hands, please. Yes, Pallavi from Vashi, correct. Rahul Kormangla, correct. No, Mohit, how will you run it? How will you run and compile it, Mohit? Yes, Akshaya, correct. Jyoti, how will you run it? How will you run it? Yes, Bhavesh, we have to call it. No, Rohan. Where is the main method? Yes, Ayush, correct. Yes, Rij, correct. We have to call. Where is the main method? Yes, Jyoti. Now you're correct. We have not even created the main method. Okay? Now, there are two things we can do. We can create a normal main method in a normal class, or what I usually teach students is how to create a new package and call it from there. It gives you the actual feeling of making multiple packages in your project, and how can you understand the concept between the coding logic where you have a backend coding and you have a calling class. Okay, so far what we did was the backend coding. I mean, we were actually designing the functionality of the software. Okay, we were designing the functionalities of the software. But after this, it has to be called. Now, not necessary that it will be always called within the same package. There are some other packages some other developers have created which you have integrated in your same project. One project can have multiple packages. So there are some other packages which other developers have created and you have integrated in your project, and that package has the calling class. So that's a different package. So I usually teach that so that the students understand the concept of import, and it will also help you in the next concept of DAO. So let me show you from here. See, right below the abstraction, I will go to source package, and right after abstraction I will create another package. I am naming it as new package. Is it clear, or should I show the steps again? Okay. So in this new package, yet we have not created any file, so we will right click and create a Java class file, and let's say we will name it as user underscore calling. Okay. So in this user underscore calling, we will have the main method and the calling. So let's say I'll write the main method first. Then I will make the object. Now, what was my interface name? Abstract demo. Can I create an object of abstract demo like this? Okay, can I create an object like this? New abstract demo. Wait, I'll show you one thing. Let me first show you the normal way. I can create the IMPL object. We can create the IMPL object because this is not abstract, but it will still not allow because it is unable to find IMPL. That is because IMPL is in a different package. Yes, Ashlesha, you're correct. We cannot create the object of abstract things. But we are unable to create the object of IMPL also here. That is because this IMPL belongs to a different package called abstraction, and we are calling it from a different package called new package. This is when you will be using the statement import abstraction dot IMPL. Okay? Now see, now it is allowing you to create the object of IMPL, but it is not allowing you to create the object of abstract demo, and it is showing you error. And Rohan, can you tell me what this error is about? Rohan from Connaught Place. Why is it showing this error? Rohan from Connaught Place. Rohan from Connaught Place, I'm taking you on air.
आप तो लेके छोड़ेंगे.
Rohan,
Yes, ma'am.
can you now tell me what is the error?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What is the error?
Please. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, abstract demo is abstract and not being instantiated.
So what does it mean?
Ma'am, it cannot be similar to abstract.
Sorry? What? Give me the camera, please. Rohan, what is the meaning of the word instantiated?
Instantiated, ma'am.
Sorry?
To create an object.
So when it is written cannot be instantiated, what does it mean?
It cannot create object.
Why it cannot create object? What is written before that? What is written before cannot be
It
instantiated?
is abstract.
So abstract demo is the interface which is abstract. That's why it cannot create an object.
It cannot create object.
So in this line we are trying to create object B of abstract demo. That's why it is showing this error. Understood? What the error is?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Mohit from Sridhar taking you on air. Mohit?
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Mohit, you have asked what is this import statement,
Abstraction.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, you're telling me you cannot find abstraction. You don't know what is abstraction. It is right there on your screen. Mohit? Mohit from Sridhar. Let me take Kanchan from Sridhar. Kanchan, unmute your mic. Can you please bring Mohit in your seat for 2 minutes? Unmute your mic. Camera is okay.
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Mohit, on the screen, can you see this package, abstraction?
Yes, ma'am.
Here.
Yes, ma'am.
In this package, what is present? What are the files in this package?
New package import abstraction. New package import abstraction dot star.
Mohit, look on the left where my cursor is moving.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Here, can you see the
Yes,
abstraction
ma'am.
package under source package?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Abstract.
So this abstraction package has what?
Java.
Abstract demo interface and IMPL.
Java. Java.
And we are writing this code user calling class from which package?
Abstraction.
From which package?
Abstraction.
कहाँ पे abstraction? We are using the user calling class from new package, ना?
From new package, ma'am. Yes.
We have written the user calling in new package.
New package. Yeah, new package. Yeah, you are right.
So from the new package, if we are accessing IMPL, which is in a different package called abstraction, we have to import abstraction, na? And we have to import everything inside abstraction. That's why star is there. Abstraction dot star. That means inside abstraction package, whatever file is there, I am importing everything.
Okay, ma'am. Is it used for importation? Used for importation.
Sorry?
Ma'am, did you write a star?
When you write a star when you are importing everything.
Okay, ma'am.
If I write abstraction dot IMPL, that means I am importing only IMPL. But if I write star, that means I am importing IMPL as well as abstract demo dot Java. Both.
Okay, ma'am.
Both of them I am importing. Star means all.
Okay, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. Riz, I am taking you on air. What are you talking about? Call a class as an object. What are you talking about? Call a class object. What are you referring to? I need the camera. I'm taking Shivam from Borivali on air. Shivam, can you please call Ridge in your seat for 2 minutes? Shivam is not even reachable. I'm taking Raj Manoj. Raj, can you please call Ridge? I need the camera. Ridge, you said it is called a class instead of an object. What are you referring to? I'm not able to understand that. Sorry? Ridge, please speak. Ridge? What were you referring to? I'm not able to understand your query. It is called class instead of object. What does that mean? What are you referring to? You have written a line. Okay, you were referring to something I was explaining. Okay, fine, not a problem. So now I have created the object of IMPL and I am using that IMPL child class object to call the interface, to call the display method which I have overridden in the IMPL. So this display method was originally written in the interface. Then it was overwritten in the child class, in a different class. And now I am creating the object of the child class from a new package and calling that display method. Okay? Clear? You can also take the picture of this hierarchy so that you understand how to create multiple packages in the same project and refer one project from another project using the import statement. Okay? And in this case you cannot run the file. You have to click on the project name, right click and run the entire project. Let me compile the package. Now can you see the output? Can everybody see the output? You can take the snap of this page with the hierarchy as well as the output. While running the package, if you face any error, like it is showing that there is no class, no main class, just go to the package where you have created the main method, right click and compile the package. It is already compiled now, so it is serialized, but first time when you do it, you have to compile the package where you have written the main method. After that, you right click on the project name and run it. Is that clear? Don't worry, I'll share this code, I'll upload this entire project in your group, so not a problem. So just answer me this. Okay. Okay, let's have the end of session questions. So this was the abstraction demo, that how we can abstract with the help of abstract keyword, and you also learned interface at the same time, that how to create an interface and use it. Always remember, when I am showing you example, I am showing you small examples so that you will understand the concept. But basically in real life, interfaces are created to create the entire skeletal structure of a program. Okay? So you create one interface and you put all the methods in the interfaces, okay? And later, when you are creating child classes, you will be able to use any of those methods in your classes. So the basic skeletal structure is provided in the interface. Now you implement it and use it in your own way. End of session questions. Dibakar, end of session questions. So when let's say you have a company who is creating a website, who is an automobile company, and you have the website of that company. So what will that company's engineer do? That website designer, what will he do? He will create one interface where he will give methods of engine cc, horsepower, I don't know, so many tires, number of seats. So it will give many properties in the interface, and there will be multiple interfaces. One interface only regarding engine. So there will be functions on engine cc calculation, horsepower calculation. There will be another interface on the design of the car, car seat, car color, car windows, all these. Okay, so multiple interfaces will be created. Now after this, when the company is creating a sedan car, company is creating a small car or salon car, whatever company is creating, based on that, in the website also a new class has to be created which will display the data of a sedan car, of a small car. So in the website, whoever is creating that website will not have to grow up in the dark that what to create. The basic skeletal structure is already provided in the interface. So whenever a new class is created, that class simply has to implement the predefined interfaces, okay, where the method names are already given. So whoever is designing the new class is very much aware that what to do, okay, and the method bodies are not defined, so they can define the method body in their own way. So for a sedan class, for a sedan car, they will implement both the interfaces and override the method according to the sedan features. So they will have cc horsepower calculation of sedan, engine cc calculation of sedan. They will have window features of sedan. Okay, and similarly, let's say you are creating another class which is small car. Small car will also inherit or implement both the interfaces and use it in its own way. Because multiple inheritance is not there, and because you need something which will have a predefined structure from which you can inherit, that's why interface is created. And this abstract keyword is usually associated with interface because it helps you to maintain that skeletal structure so that nobody can directly instantiate it and manipulate it. It remains hidden from the actual calling class. Okay? Please go through the chapters line by line, then appear for the cycle test. If you are not confident, you can appear for the cycle test tomorrow also. You have date till Thursday. You have the window period till Thursday. So today, if you think that you are a little confused or you are overburdened, go through the chapters today and tomorrow, and Thursday morning you give before 3:30. Before 1:30 you give the exam of cycle test. Okay? Anybody else? Anything else to say? Anything else to say? No. So we'll meet again on Thursday. Positively complete your cycle test before that, but go through the chapter and then give your cycle test. Okay? Thank you. We can end the session.